All right, good morning, everyone. So how to write a story from a linear equation, equation, and that's an equation in the form y equals mx plus b, where m is what? What does m represent? Slope is right, Timbo. Thank you. And you knew that. All right, Emma, this is your chance. What does B represent? The pressure's on. The Y intercept, you got it. God, did you see her? She's like, the Y intercept. That was good. Okay, you're right. We have the slope, we have the y-intercept, we're good. But we can use that not just to graph things, but also to represent real life things. So, who has a bike in here? Bicycle. Oh, Timbo again. We're tired of you. All right. Timbo is riding his. What kind of bike do you have, Timbo? Just give me one. Is riding his We the People. I like that. We the People bike to Corvallis. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, Stephanie, chill. Stephanie, need to see your eyeballs. There you go. Excellent. Nice to see you. All right, Timbo is riding his We the People bike to Corvallis. Okay. He started at his house. Right. Which is okay. Yeah, Manuel, they need you 9:45. So no hurry. You can come get this. Just relax. You have time. Okay. He started his house, which is 21 miles from Corvallis. You can handle it. 21 miles from Corvallis. Cameron, need you to stay with it. 21 miles from Corvallis at 7 a.m. Okay? So we start with the y-intercept. So what do you think is the y-intercept in this case? There's always going to be two values. There's going to be a y-intercept and then a slope. So what's the y-intercept? No. No. 21. It was, which is 21 in this case. Okay? Now, Cameron, I'm making up those seating charts, so you want to be with who you want to be with, right? So show me that you can work together, especially while I'm talking. We start with the y-intercept, which is 21 in this case. Then we need a rate. So how fast can Timbo pedal? Okay, 8 miles per hour. I think that's reasonable because, like, if you're on a racing bike, you can go probably double that over a long period of time. But on a We the People, is that a fixie single speed? Okay, so he can go 8 miles per hour. That's reasonable on a BMX bike. That's reasonable. So this 8 miles per hour becomes the slope. Okay, so we have, let's talk about this then. We would have y equals 8x plus 21. Okay, and we're good. And this would tell us, so 8 is what? Let's think about this. 21 is miles. 8 is miles per hour. So what is x have to be? This is miles also. What does x have to be? Exactly, time. Hours. Pedaling, we'll see. Okay, then the hours are going to divide out. We've seen that before. So this is a representation of miles from Timbo's house. Wait a minute, something's fishy there. No, let me think. This would not be. It would not be. I'm going to take that back. We're going to have to make this minus to make it work. And then this would be miles from, not Timbo's house, but miles from Corvallis. And again, just like I went through that process, Emma, you have to think about if things work. So let's double check this. And this is the kind of stuff we're going to be working on this week, okay? So then, of course, we make a table like we've always done. And we have our x and our y. I might have to sneeze here in a minute. So I think that's a good idea. That would sound weird on the video. So always we can start at 0. And how many miles from Corvallis are we at 0? Yeah, you do. 21, because that's how far we are at Timbo's house from Corvallis. And then an hour later, he's pedaling like crazy on his We the People bike. How far is Timbo from Corvallis? Well, it'd be 21 minus 8. No, you go 8 miles in 1 hour. Yeah, so 21 minus 8 is how much? 21 minus 8. Help me out, Belen. Yeah. Close. Wait, yeah, that's right. 21 minus 8. Man, my brain, I'm not awake yet. 13, okay. I know, it's true. Okay. 13. Okay, cool. And then, so that model works. After he's been pedaling for 2 hours, Timbo, after you've been pedaling for 2 hours, CJ, how far is he from Corvallis? 5 is right. 13 minus 8. Thank you, CJ. Timbo's distance from Corvallis. Okay? Y'all are doing great too, and I appreciate this. So that works just great. And if you really want to get fancy, you can even write it as distance equals 8 h for hours minus 21. That's even cooler, I think. Instead of x and y, you can call it letters that are variables that represent what it is. So we'd have distance and hours. Or you could put T for time, Cameron. That works too. Okay? And then that gives us the distance from Corvallis at any time. It really is 21 miles to Corvallis. Now, here's an interesting thing. What if Timbo kept pedaling? Okay? 3 hours. Let's say Timbo kept pedaling and he didn't notice Corvallis. Just go with it, Timbo. Okay, just go with it. So he keeps pedaling for 3 hours, somewhere between hour 2 and 3. What happens? Well, he's going south. He's going, if he goes through Corvallis, then he goes to Junction City next, or Harrisburg, or one of those. Okay? Right, exactly. You keep going. So sometime between 2 and 3, he hits Corvallis, exactly. So then at hour 3, it'd be 5 minus 8, it'd be -3. And on your sheet, too, you have some negatives, and that's okay. And at hour 4, he keeps going past Corvallis. He's at -11. And -11 would represent miles south of Corvallis. And that's okay. We can handle negative numbers. So that's going from a story to an equation, which we're going to do this week. But on your problems today, and I'll shut up here in a minute, we're going the other way around, okay? So who's a runner? Who's a jogger, a track person here? Who walks? CJ? Somebody said they walk. Emma, you're a walker? Okay, good. I can't tell. Got a room full of people, all 40 of you out here. Okay. Okay, we're going to do one about Emma. So let's say we have an equation. We got to start with an equation. Let's say plus 14 and 3.2, and let's say D equals 3.2. No, let's say M. H. I don't know. I'm thinking. Let's start with Y and X, and we'll change it later. Okay, that might be better instead of trying to figure it all out at once. Let's say we have an equation: Y equals 3.2x plus 14. Okay. Emma likes to walk. And a lot of people do that. They go out and walk their dog. We walk our dog every night. It's cool. Okay. Martha the Wonder Dog. I'll come up with a picture of Martha here in a minute. Emma likes to walk. And you can throw in the dog's name. You can be specific. So if we have 14, what would that represent? Right. Start with the y-intercept. Emma has already walked 14 miles this week. Okay? See how that went? Start with the y-intercept. This is something that you already have. It's the amount of money you already have in your pocket. It's the amount of distance you are from Corvallis in the case of Timbo. It's the amount that Emma has walked. It can also be negative, like you owe money. It's the amount of hours you've already worked. These are the kinds of things you can write into your story. Yes, sir? Not yet. No. Chill for a minute. I'm almost done. Start with the y-intercept. This is the amount that you already have or the amount you already owe. It's an existing amount. Emma has already walked 14 miles. This is an existing amount. Okay? And that's step one. And then step two, use the slope to indicate a rate of change. Okay, this is the amount of money you earn per hour or something like that. In this case, Emma walks 3.2 miles an hour. And that's about realistic for somebody who's like out in the neighborhood, not carrying anything, trucking, trying to get some exercise. 3.2 is about reasonable. Okay? We use the slope to indicate a rate of change. I want to go purple. Purple. I want to be purple. In this case, Emma walks 3.2 miles every hour. So if she walks 1 hour, 3.2 miles. If she walks 2 hours, how much, Jose? 2 hours, how far does she walk? 3.2 times 2 equals how much? Almost. What's 3 times 2? 6. There you go. So 3.2 times 2 would be 6.4 miles. There you go. Good. All right. Etc., etc. Times 3, it would be however many you put in your table. So let's write our story now to start with. Whole thing. Jordan, how are you? Story. Okay. Give us the whole thing. This is for the miles equals 3.2 times hours plus 14. Okay? So let's walk it. How many miles did Emma start with already this week? 14. So we would say Emma has, gosh, a bad A. Trying. Emma has existing amount already walked 14 miles this week. Okay? And then how fast does she walk every hour, Jordan? 3.2. She walks. Yes, man, I'm a mess. I'm telling you, I went to bed too late last night. I'm hurting today. Oh, I was cleaning the house and I just didn't get done in time. Pardon me? Of course I have a wife, but women don't clean the house. Guys clean the house. Come on, Manuel. We were jerks for like 200, 300 years and made women like slaves, so we got to make up for it now. We got to do extra. Okay? You ladies, tell your man that. Okay? Okay. She walks at a rate of 3.2 miles per hour. Okay? And that would be a fine right there. You can write a little bit more if you want. But that would be a fine story. No. Where? That's a U. That is a perfect U, Jordan. I can't believe you're bad-mouthing my A. Okay, how about now? Huh? It's a perfect A. Okay, Emma has already walked 14 miles. That's the y-intercept. She walks at a rate of 3.2 miles per hour. That's the slope. And that's enough. So you can say, and if you really want to impress me, you could say, M tells us how many miles Emma walks for any number of hours. Okay? Boom. And there's a nice story. That's not so bad. All right, questions? I am going to stop this recording. I will post this if you want to watch it later. I'm going to do this because we are